Okay, I think we'll get started.
I can send it to you. So maybe
We
what we
have
can
uh,
do,
we have still a
we'll
lot of stuff to cover.
probably,
Uh, we have heard a lot of discussion about like our blockchain startups were investing in
no, no, no.
um, what are the
Yeah, since the
criteria,
last time we
etc.
talked to her,
And
definitely.
these are the kind of discussion we have also at the blockchain hub. So as industry experts, um, we want this ecosystem to grow and flourish,
Yeah, I think
and we want to create environments for this startup
yeah.
to have access to the services they needed in order to grow. So we came up with this idea of the C Lab, which is the first peer-to-peer community-based incubation program, which is run at the Blockchain Hub here at York University. So, as I mentioned in my first slide, this program is by the community for the community. So we started by a blockchain investor journey. So we asked a couple investors in our network how it is looks like dealing with blockchain startups and talking to them. So the first time they will get very excited about the pitch. They're always like cool idea, trying to disrupt existing industry. Then so there is the excitement in the first contact. Then the first follow up, and then people start, uh, does this idea really have a business model? It is viable, etc. So then they start thinking, okay, it's probably just an idea on paper, and then the overall perception from an investment perspective, um, they are basically deceived about these startups. So one of the reasons that we think can cause any blockchain startup to fail is a misunderstanding of the purpose of this technology, which is very important. Blockchain technology is not for any type of business, so there are some criteria, and in our first event, we discussed like where it does make sense to use blockchain technology and where it doesn't. The next thing is the market potential. So for any idea to be successful, whether using blockchain technology, AI, or any type of new technology, it should have a market potential, which is very interesting. If you are building a product, you are building it for a client, so it's very important to have a market. And this leads to the third point, which is so in some instances there are use cases without a business model foundation, so they don't have the potential to get off the ground and grow. Also, the cost of implementation versus existing solutions. Is it cost effective to implement a blockchain solution or rather use a database? So um, you, you need to look into the alternative that exists out there, and that's how people or customers are solving the problem today, and how blockchain can improve this process or create some kind of efficiency. Also, the team expertise. So if you are solving a problem using a blockchain in the financial industry, we assume that you do have some kind of background in the financial industry, right? The next thing is lack of support and mentorship, which is very important. So the blockchain space is still new, so um, uh, as some of the panelists mentioned, it's all the information is coming from the community. You need to do lots of research, etc. So these startups, in order to succeed, they lack some kind of support and mentorship from people from the industry and from people that have the expertise on this technology. And I think I mentioned it in the panel, 92% of the projects that have been launched in 2016 are now dead, according to Deloitte, which is quite alarming. So we thought that we should do something about it because we believe in this technology and believe in the opportunity that it can create in the next upcoming years. So what is the C-Lab? So the C-Lab is the first peer-to-peer community-based incubation program for blockchain startups. I like to call it as community collaborative intelligence. Here in the room, like we have got over 70 people, I guess, coming from different backgrounds. So if we combine all your expertise together, all your experience, and put it in one mind, so we'll have some kind of collaborative intelligence that can help this blockchain ecosystem to flourish and bring ideas with high growth potential in the blockchain space to life. It's not always about the idea, so it's a combination of both. I like to call them a combination of discovery skills. So you out there, you talk to customers, you know what is the problem, but you need the delivery skills because you need to deliver on the promises that you are promising your customer, which make it a successful product. So what are the services that are offered by the C-Lab incubation program? So free space, by entering the program, startups get access to the state-of-art space at this building, the Bergeron Center for Engineering and Excellence at York University. And I would like to thank them for giving us the opportunity to help this blockchain startup grow, especially Andrew Maxwell and the amazing work he's doing, the Best Lab. They will have access to in-house experts. So we have a community of over 1,500 blockchainers. So this startup will have access to these experts that are experienced industry experts and mentors to help them move the venture throughout the different stages: ideation, business development, MVP development, implementation, and commercialization. We thought that like entrepreneurship is really tough, and when you enter the entrepreneurship space, you need some kind of support. So we thought it might be a good idea to create a founders club where this community will have access to meet their peers at the Best Lab here at York University and other startups that are at Launch York University to discuss progress, share ideas and best practices. The next thing is human resources. So Sharpan mentioned the team. So in order for an idea to be successful, it need to have a strong team. So whether the startup, they are looking for co-founder, developers, salesperson, or any type of profile, they will have access to a pool of highly skilled blockchain hub professional network members that they can choose from. Also, they will have access to a service to help them in the product building, to get access to top-notch blockchain architects and developers that we have in the community that will help them build the right product. We have heard about the parity example, some kind of security issue. So we thought that if we are supporting startups that are building some solution for mainstream use cases, it's good to have some kind of framework that's to make sure that the product is working and there is no security problem. So we will be using this lean startup model called Build, Measure, and Learn. So it's the first of its kind in the blockchain space, which will provide access to highly qualified beta testers with blockchain knowledge to try these startups MVP at an early stage and provide them with reliable feedback that will enhance the product. And last but not least, funding. So by accessing the C-Lab program, the selected startup will be eligible for grants and will be connected to our pool of investors that are interested in investing in the blockchain space. So I want to go through the admission criteria. They are on the website. So today we are launching this program. The admission process starts today until December 15th. So startups have a month to submit an online application on the website. There will be a pre-selection process. Then the shortlisted startup will be called for interview with our board of advisors, and we will make the final selection decision in January 15th next year, hopefully so that they can get started in February. So this is the website, www.theblockchainhub.com/CLab. You will have all the information there. And so on the website, we have also application form for anyone interested in joining the advisory board of the Blockchain Hub. Anyone who wanna give up some time, share their expertise with these startups. So feel free to apply through the advisor form. Our team, so. Do you mean startups? For now, we are thinking between 3 and 4 because we are providing them with space. So, but we are looking into opportunities from the community, and we are happy to provide more opportunities to these startups to help them build their products. Are you good? Okay. All of this information is available today on the website. So this is the CLab team. I was really amazed by the turnout. We were discussing this idea like a couple of weeks ago, and here we go, we are presenting it today. It's a great concept. I would say it's the first of its kind in this space, that we are bringing the community together, not to talk, but actually to do something for this technology and for this community. So with me I have Otalia Dobrus, that's, where's Otalia? Okay, I have Nitin, so I'd like to thank them for all the input and the help that they provided. It's really a great turnout, and we are looking forward to creating some great success story at the end of this program. Also, we have our advisors. So we have received an overwhelming number of applications to join this great initiative and provide help to this future to be CLab incubated startup. So I'd like to thank, some of them are in the room today. So if I say your name or in the room, just raise your hand. I would like to thank Alejandro Gomez from TD, and he's actually Blockchain Hub alumni. So please give him a round of applause. Thank you, Alejandro. Charles St. Louis, he's actually in Kingston. He used to work with RBC. He's actually a Blockchain Hub alumni as well. He's not with us. Aiden Heman, a CEO of ChainSafe System. Stu Peters, the CTO of ChainSafe System. Actually, it's a funny story. Look, we were just discussing, and they are one of our instructors in the Blockchain Hub program. They are right now in Portugal, and they sent me a text saying, "Well, we want to get in." I said, "Well, we need to book some time so that I can walk you through the idea." I said, "No. You don't need to. We trust you." And they gave up like 10 hours each of their time to help this community, although they have a startup business. So I would like to give them a round of applause, even though they are not here. We have Eagle Sudman, Business Development, Z Blockchain. Thank you, Eagle. Scott Moore is the co-founder of Gate Token. Scott is not here today. Bernie Doyle is the president of the Government Blockchain Association, Toronto chapter. He's right there. Thank you, Bernie. Derek, he's the Chief Investment Officer at Core. I'm not sure if he's here today. No. Romy Coley, who is the VP of Technology and Development at Interact and the Blockchain Hub alumni. And also Michael Carey, who is the CEO of Z Blockchain. So, I mean, I would like to thank you guys for your time that you are giving up and your commitment to share your expertise and knowledge with this great community. And we are looking forward to working with you.